video, I'll show you real quick how easy it is to play the opening part to Wish You Were Here. It's only 3 chords, and if we kind of strip them down, it's basically a G chord, an E minor, and an A7. But they finger them a little different. They play these 2 top notes on the 3rd fret of the 1st and 2nd string. They maintain this G and D note in all 3 chord shapes. So they play that on the G chord. But when they play the E minor, they actually end up playing an E minor 7, and so they leave these 2 fingers in place and put the 1st and 2nd finger here and here on the E minor shape. And so when you bridge those 2 fingerings together, you get this really lush sounding E minor 7th chord. Again, I'm fretting the 5th and 4th string and then the 2nd and 1st string. And that is kind of what's going on with the whole rhythm and the whole chord pattern of the song. We could move these 2 fingers back to a G. We go back and forth to this E minor 7, back to a G. Now the 3rd chord is an A7 chord. We take these 2 fingers off again, and instead of playing the E minor 7, we scoot these fingers up 1 string set and move to the 4th and 3rd string, and we play an A7. The 7 now is on the top of the chord, and then we go back to the E minor, and then to the A7. So it's 3 moves: G, E minor 7, and A7. That's actually a whole different song. Anything you'll learn on the guitar is 10 different songs if you put the chords in a different rhythm or play the chords in even a different order or a different picking pattern. That is how much music is played with just the simple forms of a few chords. Now, next, there's a scale that's involved in the phrases I played, which is a G major pentatonic. I would finger it this way. And the whole scale would be but the way they play it, going back and forth between the G chord and the E minor 7 chord, I finger that scale differently. So I play the riff like this. So I actually invert my 1st and 2nd finger to fall down in place on this minor 7 chord. And then that gives me the opportunity to play the 2nd phrase back to the G. That's the other chord.